Hey everybody, Chris the Shredder Dog here, back with another live video. I'm just taking it easy today. Just driving a little bit. Nothing really in particular to talk about. Had a crap connection when I was trying to do my last live video. So here I am again, making another one. Just want to talk about whatever. I have no particular subject to talk about today, so I guess it's whatever comes up on the top of my head. Yehuda, he finally, Alma, he finally made it. Woo! He finally made a live video. Made it to a live video, I should say. You got it. Yesterday I had a pretty good day. My wife and I, we took our kids out to Big Cottonwood Canyon, up in the mountains. Yay! We went up in the mountains, got some really nice pictures of my kid. Or my wife took some really nice pictures of our kids. Had some fun. Really beautiful area up there. Lots of snow. Well, not lots of snow, but there's just some snow up there, which is nice. Went up there to do some pictures for my sister-in-law and her husband. So exciting for them. They're expecting their second child pretty soon here, so we're happy about that. We're getting another niece. We are awesome. Well, thank you, Alan. That means a lot to us. My wife is better at portraiture than I am. I'm not as good at I need a lot of work when it comes to taking pictures of people. Is what I mean. My wife is much better at that than I am, and I'm good at landscape stuff, taking pictures of landscape stuff, buildings. My wife is just as good at that, if not better than I am. Yeah, so, but thank you very much. That means a lot to us. Ooh, Arizona. Yes. My wife and I had this little game where you don't really win the game, but you call the license plate out of whatever state is other than the one you live in, or the one you can't call. It's the license plate game. Yeah. We have no rules, or there are very few rules to the game. You cannot call the plates of the state that you are actually in, or you cannot call the plates of your own vehicle. Is there a winner? No, not really. We do have an inside joke though with it. If you call a Washington State license plate, then you win. We only do that because that's where we're from. Like, oh, Washington, I win. You know, just a fun little activity that we do to help keep us busy, help keep our kids busy, you know. So, and it's kind of ironic that you're on right now though, Alma, because right in front of me there's an Arizona plate. So I was like, all right, yes, Arizona. Speaking of Arizona, that's definitely a place I need to get back to because I haven't been there in years and years. I would like to go in February. I would like to go in February because this upcoming February would mark 3 years since my uncle had passed away. No, it marked 2 years. Sorry, 2 years since my uncle passed away. He's unfortunately, I was not able to make it to the funeral because I had to go to work, and my job at the time would not let me take that time off of work to go. So I'm trying to see if I can make it down to Arizona for a weekend. Sounds good, Alma. But we would like to go down, since I have 3-day weekends, my wife and I would like to go down to not only visit family down there in Mesa, but also to visit my uncle's grave. You know, just to pay our respects to him, let him know that we still love him, you know. Definitely a big believer of families are forever, that families can stay together in heaven and everything. But definitely firm believers of that. So yeah. Alright, now we are leaving Orem and heading on into Provo. So yeah, exactly. Mark, you're back, buddy. How you doing? Love having you guys here. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Just enjoying some of the scenery. Just a nice little Sunday drive. I put my phone on a little tripod. Oh, nice, Mark. It's always a good feeling getting laundry done. Got my phone up on my tripod. Same tripod that Adam the Woo has, but I had it before I even knew he had the same model. Yeah, sometimes it's just nice to do this, just to keep back, relax, and just enjoy the scenery, even though I'm in the middle of Provo, basically, now. Seatbelt. Sorry. No, that's kind of off in the opposite direction. We live in Utah County, and the mountains we were in yesterday are in Salt Lake County, which is one county north from us. And we're actually kind of heading south right now. Well, I'd love to, but to tell you the truth, I don't really want to go too far away without my wife and the rest of my kids. Just because I like to have them with me when we go out to go do stuff like that. So usually if I'm doing like little live videos like this, or something like this, I'm doing live videos like this, or if I'm just doing like little announcement videos or whatever, I'm not usually out doing vlogs. I usually do my vlogs off to the side when my wife is off either doing something with some family, or she's off taking pictures and I'm with her. I usually like to do some vlogs or do some videos on the side, so that way she can do her thing. You know what I mean? I think that makes sense. And there are sometimes when I do vlogs not too far away from home that I enjoy doing. You know what I mean? I hope that makes sense to people. Logan, hey, sit down. Sorry, my son's in the back seat. I want to make sure he has his seatbelt on. Logan, put your seatbelt on, bud. So, right there, you can see the Y on the side of the mountain right there. Can't really exactly zoom in there. That's Y Mountain for obvious reasons. But the reason why the Y is there, hey Logan, Logan.
It's not working.
Yeah, because you scratched it up. Let's see here. Sorry, people.
Sorry, people.
Okay. Let's see if it works, Logan. Okay. All right. Sorry about that. I'm just making sure my son is entertained in the back there. Yeah, Logan, you need to change the movie, okay? This is too scratched up. Put in a different movie.
Different movie.
Yep.
No movie.
Okay, I'll turn it off then. Okay. Anyways, What? No, Logan, you can't. It's scratched. It's scratched. Yeah, it's scratched too bad.
Too bad.
There you go. Sorry.
Sorry.
Here, we gotta clean it. Next time I get a chance, I can clean it up. Sorry about that in the background. My son is kind of freaking out about a scratched movie, or a dirty movie. I guess not a dirty movie, but dirty as in the disc is dirty. Anyways, like I was saying, right in front of us you can see the Y on the side of the mountain. It's called Y Mountain, and that is actually the logo for BYU. Because as you can see, right at the stoplight right here, and you can see you can see the signs from here, but they got signs to the left and to the right. This is the BYU campus. So they have their here. I know there's some places down in Arizona, down in Mesa, at least in that area, as well as here in Utah and parts of Idaho, where they have like a letter on the side of the mountain like that. That one is for BYU, and usually there's like another letter. That's usually like the letter of the city that you're in, or the city closest to that mountain or town. I know it's pretty popular here in the desert states. This one is for BYU, and right here, this is part of the campus for BYU. Now we're off to the left here a little bit. Here, when we take a left, it's going to be on our right, and yeah, exactly. I know what you mean. this building right here to the right, this is where the BYU basketball team plays. That's their that's like their home court right there. Just right out to the left here where you see the trees. Just on the other side of those trees is the BYU baseball team field. And don't really want to go that way yet. Oh, and just right here, you can see it. Lavelle Edwards Stadium. That's the BYU football stadium right there. That's where I am not really into college football really myself a whole lot. I never really followed it, so it's not a huge deal to me really. But I know a lot of people are huge, especially here in Utah. A lot of people are huge on college football. It's always the University of Utah Utes up in Salt Lake City versus BYU here in Provo. And that's always called what do they call it? They call it the Battle of the Holy Wars. They call it the Holy Wars because, you know, Mormonism here in Utah is pretty popular. So they call whenever the University of Utah plays BYU, doesn't matter which field they play in, they always call it the Holy Wars. So yeah. But yeah, like, also when it comes to like the NFL and stuff like that, I'm still kind of boycotting. You know, I kind of know what's going on with the NFL. I've always been a big football fan, and I've always followed the NFL. Now, growing up, my dad is actually from Arizona, from Mesa, Arizona. But at the time when he was growing up, there was no football team. There was no Arizona Cardinals down there, and I think the only team that would be televised in his area that he would watch would be the Dallas Cowboys. So he was a huge Dallas Cowboys fan. He still is to this day a huge Cowboys fan. So we always kind of followed them, and also with us growing up, mostly in Seattle, we're also huge. You know, they're our home team, so we're huge Seahawks fans. My mom was a Seahawks fan. My dad was a Cowboys fan, so we always kind of grew up watching both teams. To tell you the truth, I'm a bigger Seahawks fan. I'll watch the Cowboys if they're on. You know, definitely Cowboys were the stars of the 90s, if you ask me. So, this year, to tell you the truth, I haven't really watched much football. I watched maybe week 1, and that was it. I think they're in week 12 now or something. I don't know what week they're in. Right here, Provo, LDS Temple. That was the original one. This one, yeah, the 70s. Yeah, I know they won a couple more Super Bowls there too. My dad always talks about the 77 Cowboys with Roger Staubach and stuff like that. Right here, Provo, LDS Temple. This one opened up in the 70s, speaking of which. I think it opened up in the 1970s. I think it was 77 when the Cowboys won their second Super Bowl. Anyways, that's actually Temple 1 of 2 here in Provo. The reason why there are 2 temples here in Provo for the LDS Church is because the one we just now passed is actually right across the street from the Missionary Training Center. We call it the MTC for short. That's where every missionary that comes out of the LDS Church that goes out and serves their missions for 18 months to 2 years, they go there for at least a couple of weeks. You're there for at least 2 months. If you're going to a country where you don't natively speak their language, so you go there to help do like a crash course of the language. And that's kind of how I learned how to speak German. But when I actually went out to Germany for my mission, I learned very, 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 very little while I was out there, of the language at least. But when I was out there, I was able to pick it up, and it actually became pretty easy because I had already lived in Germany for 6 years prior to my mission, so I lived there for about 8 years. But no parking. Okay, yeah, I was gonna see if I could walk in on trails here, but there's no parking here. Sorry about that. To tell you the truth, Alma, what happened? It's more required of the young men to go. It's still really it is still your choice to go. You know, live a worthy life and stuff like that. the young women are more encouraged, you know, to get married, but it's also their choice as well if they want to go on a mission too. If they prefer to go on a mission, it's up to them, and then get married and have kids, you know, do whatever. We still see a lot of people actually misunderstand this about the LDS Church, but a lot of people think that they they slightly disregard women in the church, which is not true, because we hold women as equals to men. You know, they do all the important stuff that men do. We hold them in high regard. We feel that one of the holiest callings that anyone could be is to be known as a mother. Be called a mother, be called our sisters, our wives, you know, grandmothers, granddaughters, nieces. Very important role in the church. And I think a lot of people misunderstand that and stuff like that. Which is, you know, I can kind of understand that, but at the same time, you know, stuff like that. I don't want to really get into the politics of it at all, really, because, yeah. Anyways, I did serve 2 years over in Germany. Right there, the brown buildings to the left, that's the MTC right there. Before my wife and I actually moved to Utah, the 2 months I spent there was actually the longest I'd ever been in Utah. Before that, it was probably maybe just a few days. Exactly, Al. I don't really want to get to the political aspect of it. It's annoying, and I don't want to argue about it. I don't want to fight over it, just because it's what's the word I'm looking for? It is tired, I guess you could say. The way I see it is, I just want you to be able to believe what you want to believe, and then not poke fun or disregard anybody else because they have a different belief than what you do. Which is why I feel like I shouldn't like force my religion upon anybody else. I do have my own beliefs, and I do understand that people have different beliefs than what I do. And I only kind of want to bring it up if, you know, if someone asks me about like a certain thing. You know, I don't want to force my religion upon anybody. Unless it's asked of me. You know what I mean? Exactly. That's exactly how I feel. Alma, that's exactly how I feel. I know that during those 2 years when we're on missions, that's what we're supposed to do. But usually what we do is we would go and knock on doors, you know, say, hey, you know, I'm so and so from the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, and I have a message about Jesus Christ. Would you like to hear it? People usually say yes or no. You know, it just depends, or they just ask questions. You know, and that's what you do for about 2 years. And if people don't really want to talk about it, then I'd be like, okay, all right, well, thank you for your time, and then I would just move on. But I have known a few people that would just get a little more confrontational, more in your face about it, you know. And it would always, I guess you could say, it would always slightly like embarrass me, I guess, when that happened, because I'm not like in your face about it, really. So, but I guess another thing that really annoys me about stuff like that. Hi, Ann. How's it doing? Hi. How you doing? They convert before they even immigrated to America. They, they were baptized, but they were. I think that beforehand they were. I think they were Catholic before. I think. So, yeah. If you guys don't recognize this little area, I've done this in prior vlogs more recently than lately. I am at Plumtree Plaza in Provo. The place where they're actually they're demolishing the majority of the place to put in a new like apartment buildings, new offices. I don't know why they're doing that, because there's already too many apartments, too many offices here in the area anyways. So, yeah. Oh yeah, back. I'm sorry, I got sidetracked for a little bit. The reason why there's 2 temples here in Provo is because the MTC had BYU that were just like right by each other, and they just made it to where it was too busy for one temple to handle. So the Provo Tabernacle, which is kind of on the other side of town, back in, I think it was late 2009, early 2010, the Provo Tabernacle was actually, the interior is actually burned. I think it was an accidental electrical fire that burned the interiors to completely, leaving just the exterior shell walls. And then also the majority of the spires are in that building were still there, mostly intact. So they it just sat there, and the church didn't know what to do with it for a while. And then they realized, you know, with all the traffic going on through the original temple, why not open up a second one just to help alleviate some of the work that is being done there? So that's when they announced that, hey, we're gonna use this, salvage as much as we can, keep the shell of the tabernacle up, and use it as a temple instead. So that's exactly what they did. I think it opened up in March. I think it was dedicated in March of 2016. It's been a little over a year since it's been open now. So it's awesome. It's all good. What is I gonna say? Let's see here. Anyways, was everybody have a great Thanksgiving? What's up, Joker? Did everybody have a great Thanksgiving? Let me know. I mean, wife and I, we had a pretty quiet Thanksgiving. We just went to Chuck-A-Rama because it was just the 5 of us, you know. And yes, Alma, that is a real restaurant. What'd you do, Meg, for what'd you do for your Thanksgiving? We just took it easy. We didn't have any family or friends over. Oh, nice, man. We didn't have any friends or family over. Everybody was out of state. So we kind of wanted to stay back and, you know, have an easy Thanksgiving. Just keep it low key. So we so, Alma, sometimes we call up Chuck-A-Rama. I think so. Kyle, yes, I think so. From what I've heard, they're still trying to do that. No, okay, cool, Matt. Cool, Meg. Minnesota. Sorry. So we went to Chuck-A-Rama. We had our dinner there, and you know, we kind of figured since it was just going to be the 5 of us, why make a huge mess when not all the food's going to be eaten just by the 5 of us? You know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. So awesome. That's awesome. That's awesome, Meg. So we went there, ate our dinner, and, you know, before we went in, we said a little prayer. You know, we also talked about things we were thankful for in our lives. I know I didn't make any posts or anything like that on my Facebook or even on my YouTube channel, but my wife and I, we have a lot to be thankful for. Friends, family, just made it eat. We wish we could have been with family, but you know what? We're very thankful to have each other and our kids. So we wanted to go have some lunch or our dinner at Chuck-A-Rama and be able to keep it clean at home. So that way we didn't have a mess to clean up at home or anything like that. And to tell you the truth, we actually stood in line for about an hour before we could get in. By the time we were sitting down, our middle kid was like, "Oh man," he is pretty much not having it by that point. But you know, he got over it. So yeah. Anyways, thanks for watching, everybody. I think I'm gonna go ahead and end this live vlog. thanks for driving along with us, me and my son. Oops. So thanks for coming along with us, and we appreciate your company here. Thanks for your comments and your suggestions and stuff like that. Thank you very much. It really means a lot to us, to me. So anyways, enjoy the rest of your weekend, and we hope you guys have a good day too. Bye.